C. Ball in the net. Ball crossing the net. The ball sent to the opponent's court must go over the net within the crossing space. The crossing space is the part of the vertical plane of the limited space as follows. Below by the top of the net. At the sides by the antenna and their imaginary extension. Above the ceiling. The ball has crossed the net plane to the opponent's free zone totally or played back wherein the team hits provided that the opponent's court is not touched by the player. The ball, when played back, crosses the net plane again outside the crossing space on the same side of the court. The opponent team may not prevent such action. C. The ball is out when it crosses completely the lower space under the net. Ball in the net. A ball is driven into the net may be recovered within the limits of 3 team hits except the service. If the ball rips the mesh of the net or tears it down, the rally is cancelled and replayed except the service. Player at the net. Reaching beyond the net. In blocking, a blocker may touch the ball beyond the net provided that he or she does not interfere with the opponent's play before or during the latter attack hit. A player is permitted to pass his or her hand beyond the net after an attack hit provided that the contact has been made within his or her own playing space. Player at the net. Penetration under the net. It is permitted to penetrate into the opponent's space under the net, provided that this not interfere with the opponent's play. Penetration into the opponent's court beyond the center line as follows. To touch the opponent's court with a foot or hands is permitted, provided that some part of the penetrating foot or hands remains either in contact with or directly above the center line. To contact the opponent's court with any part of the body is forbidden. It is forbidden, of course. A player may enter the opponent's court after the ball goes out of play. A player may penetrate into the opponent's free zone provided that he or she does not interfere with the opponent's play. Contact with the net. With the net, contact with the net is a fault. Yes, it's a fault, yes. Except when a player not attempting to play the ball accidentally touches the net. Once the player has hit the ball, he or she may touch the post, rope, or any other side object outside the total length of the net provided that it does not interfere with the play. When the ball is driven into the net and it causes too much or to touch an opponent, no fault is committed. Player's fault at the net. A player touches the ball or an opponent in the opponent's space before, during the attack hit. A player penetrates into the opponent's space under the net, interfering with the latter play. That's a fault. A player penetrates into the opponent's court. Yes, it's also like what I read. A player touches the net. Yes, if the player touches the net, of course it's a fault. The officials may call it a fault. And that's all. Thank you. And the presentation.